Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is our beginner series for 2025. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it and getting a lot of information out of it. That's the idea anyway. So in the last episode, we found our Sentinel Multitool and we found our Sentinel ship. Now in this episode, we're going to go through and we're going to try to maximize these as much as we possibly can. So in the last episode, remember, we marked the harmonic camp that you need to use to find these items, the ship and the multi-tool. So if I look around, there is my base. That's where I put my base on top of the harmonic camp. The reason we did that is for two big reasons. Number one, if you have a location here, you can always teleport back here. If you use like a Sentinel ship, for instance, you're going to need a lot of different unique fuels. So if we go in here to our ship and you try to use any items on here. So, but if we try to refuel it, you'll notice it uses normal fuel and then it uses the radiant shards. So you can use radiant shards to fuel most of the items in your ship, your engine, your launch thruster, all that kind of stuff. So it really pays off to have a location to come back to and farm a whole bunch of different crystals. So there's none around here. I think I farmed them all up. But yeah, so we can always come back here and get them and use that as fuel for our ship if you want to use these as your main ship. If you use a normal ship is not going to use radiant shards, so you don't need to worry about it. Oh yeah, look at that thing. It's so good. And my favorite part about Sentinel ships is if you play in first person. If you're a player who likes to play in first person, these have a unique cockpit. Let me land here. Nope. Let me land over here. Come on, land on the ground for me. There we go. So we land on the ground. Let's go into first person. Oh, wait a minute. I got to go into first person before I leave. The first person. So the opening and closing of your cockpit is so freaking awesome. Look at this. You get in here. And then, woo! Oh, it's so good. I love the design of the Sentinel ship. I know it's not everyone's flavor. It's not everyone's thing. Another benefit to a Sentinel ship is it can hover. It is the only ship type that by default can hover. There are some special ships you can find in the game, some unique ones that are given out like during the expedition and things like that, that will hover, but no other ship will do this. So what I mean by hover is if you want to fly over something and stop, you literally stop. Like, I'm not moving forward at all. It's literally stopped. Look at that. Well, I guess I'm not moving forward a lot. Like, you can see I'm kind of moving forward like an inch, every minute or whatever. So you are technically moving forward just a little bit, but not really. Like, every other ship has to move forward, like, they are always moving forward like this fast. So even if you totally stop on a normal ship, you're still going this fast. That's the normal speed of a ship, is going a little tiny bit like that. With a Sentinel ship, you can totally stop and hover in place, which is freaking awesome, especially when you're trying to farm materials. Because remember, you can farm materials off the ground in a ship. So if I just stop, if I go into first person, I can get an even better view of this. And I can just do this. And I'm hovering here. So I'm just shooting everything around me. I can destroy all the plants, all the rocks on the ground, get everything off the ground. So this is really, really useful for when you're trying to farm all this stuff off the ground. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Just get all of this stuff off. Use my laser on this. It's not really doing anything. Look at that. Laser sucks. All right. The laser is definitely for a shield. So if you're in combat and you want to take down a shield on another ship, use your laser. It will definitely help you. But look at this. Boom. Just farming all this stuff up. Anyway, that is a huge benefit to that hovering as well. I really, really love the Sentinel ships. They are one of the easiest ships to get in the game. You don't have to fix it up when you find them like a normal crashed ship. And also, they look cool. Like, you can get different designs. Again, remember, when you find one design on a planet, so This is the Sentinel ship of the planet. Every other ship is going to look exactly like this. On this planet, anyway. So if I want to find another Sentinel ship, I have to go to a different system, go to a different planet, and they will have different ships. So we do have a C-class ship. So what we're going to try to do is try to find a better one naturally. You can go to the space station. You can upgrade any ship you want to an S-class if you'd like. However, it's going to cost you a ton of in-game currency. It would be nanites for upgrading your class. However, because we marked the harmonic camp right here, because we marked the location, we can always come right back here and watch this. We go right back into the computer. Remember, we unlocked this in the last episode. So once it's unlocked, you can just keep scanning for more and more ships over and over again. So let's locate a dissonant spike. It'll find another ship for you. Now, keep in mind, the odds of an S-class are very low. There's always going to be one on the planet. You'll have at least one. However, there's one on the planet, and there's probably, 100 of the C-class. So just keep in mind, the majority of the ships you're going to find are going to be like a C-class, a B-class, maybe a few A-classes. So the higher the rarity, the higher the rarity. So the S-class are very, very rare, and so it's going to be hard to find them crashed. You can do it, and if you want to spend hours, like literally go out here, find out what this ship is. If you don't like it, go back and do another scan and do another search for a better ship, and just keep doing that over and over again. So this would be a very basic way of ship hunting. So there are different ways to do it. This is going to be a very basic way of just go back there, use the harmonic camp to scan for another ship, and be good to go. Is it on the side of a cliff? Can I even land here? Oh, I guess I can. All right, but yeah, again, if you have like a design you really like if you really love this kind of a design on your Sentinel ship, just keep scanning and looking for a good one. Let's see what this one is. It's another C-class. So we have to do the same exact thing we did last time. Remember, we have to take the Highline brain and soothe it. That way it's not aggressive towards us. So you take it out. You're going to have to get your 3 radiant shards. You're going to have to get 1 inverted mirror, all that kind of stuff. So keep that in mind if you'd like to. And it becomes a mission down here. If you don't want it, you say, hey, look, this kind of sucks. I don't like that. Abandon the mission. Now it's gone. So if you go back and scan again, you'll get another one and another one and another one. So you can keep doing that over and over. I'm okay with having a C-class. I'm okay with this. So we have our ship here. We have some of these. Now keep in mind, you can recycle, or you can refine this Highline brain. Like if you don't like it, you can keep it. You can put it in any ship you want. So don't do this. However, if you don't care about it, or you don't want to use it for another ship, take the Highline brain, put it in a refiner. You can get 230 nanites. So it's not worth it to me because you can always use this on another ship. So you don't need to worry about it. So if I go and soothe it and make sure it's it's okay, I can use this on any other ship I want, for a Sentinel ship, I should say. So we're good on that. Well, now we need copper for our translator for Artemis, but I also want to fix up my multi-tool and get this thing really going good. So we need crystallized heart. That comes from the big bugs, the big old spider-looking sentinels that are only corrupted. We need radiant shards, which we can get Atlantidium, which is the small crystals. Another crystallized heart. We need Atlantidium. So we have a lot of this stuff already. We need some radiant shards, and we're going to need that for fuel anyway. So what we're going to do is let's go land. Let's land on the ground here and start getting some radiant shards. We're going to need that. We want to upgrade this multi-tool to be the best multi-tool ever. It is a C-class, so it's not that great. But we can always upgrade it, and we could also look for another one if we'd like. So let's get our radiant shards here. Radiant shard. And the other thing we need is a heart. Do we have any weapons on here? We don't have any weapons, so we can't really go after the Sentinels. So the only way to get the crystallized heart, that thing that we need right here, is to kill the big arachnid-looking Sentinels. They will show up if you attack the Sentinels on wave 3. Or you can find them randomly defending the big machines that we attacked in the last episode. The, what's it called? The dissonant resonators. All right, this guy's... Let's see if I can get a weapon in here. So let's fix that. And we're going to need 2 hearts for that. But we need a heart with that one. Atlantidium, we can fix that. So this is very easy. All the materials you need to fix a Sentinel Multitool are on the corrupted planets. So you can just run around and collect those materials and get it all done. You will need the crystallized heart is probably the hardest one to get simply because you have to take on a very advanced enemy. And so keep that in mind. That's going to be the difficult one. Yeah. The other thing we can do, if you want to make it easy for yourself, go to a pirate system, because a pirate system will sell you repair kits. Did we buy any? We did not buy any repair kits. Dang it. All right. They will sell you repair kits, and those can be used to repair a broken machine. It won't let you install anything, but it will let you repair a broken module. So let's get a whole bunch of what we can, and then for the crystallized hearts, we will just use the repair kits, because that's way, way, way cheaper. We don't have any crystals around here? Are you kidding me? We have no crystals around here. Let me see. Let me see this. So sometimes you have to walk around a little bit because No Man's Sky is procedurally generated, so there's crystals here. You just can't see them yet because they have not loaded in. Let's make sure we're all good on this. Because we need some crystals for our hyperdrive. We need it for our multi-tool. You need a lot of them. So there you go. Radiant shards right there. Let's go here. And keep in mind, remember, I keep saying keep in mind. Sorry about that. Remember, you need radiant shards, and you're going to need an advanced mining beam in order to get these out. So we have our advanced mining beam. That's why I'm farming these up. And we're going to need a lot of them. So let's just keep going around, looking for more. There's some over there. And also mark it just like any other thing, like that. That way you can keep it on your screen. If you have your visor up, you press X if you're on Xbox, or square if you're on PlayStation, and it will lock in that location. That way you don't have to keep your visor up the entire time. We went over that, I think, in the 3rd episode. But yeah, there you go. We need a whole bunch of these Atlantidium. But mostly we need these crystals. Radiant shards, like crazy. We are. And there's a sentinel here. If I had a weapon, we could attack these guys. I don't have a weapon yet because I haven't made my weapon for my multi-tool. We don't have a lot of space. So we're going to try to fix it up, get a weapon going. That way we can attack all of these sentinels again. So this, boom, boom, boom. That's a good amount right there. Yeah, look at all these radiant shards right here. That's a good cluster right there. All right. Hope we got a snapper right there. Let's see what we can do here. So we can do... Oh, we need more Atlantidium for that one. We need Atlantidium. We have the 2 radiant shards. We got that cleared out. Inverted mirror. Radiant shard and Atlantidium. We need both of these. We're good. Okay, so we just need some more Atlantidium for that one. And we are pretty much set. So let's grab some more radiant shards while we're here. Oh, there's some over there. There's a corrupted sentinel. Leave them alone. And then we did find a pirate system already on our own. So we don't need to go look for a pirate system. We already have one. I need to remember where it is, though. That's going to be the problem, but we can do it. We can go look. I can show you how to find a pirate system easy that you've already been to. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, well, let's call in our ship right there. Get some more materials while we're here. And again, you can and you should be scanning everything. You get a little bit of money, but also you get materials, extra bonus materials if you scan stuff. That's why you want to do that. Boom, boom, boom. So, we have, well, let's fix our multi-tool. We should have enough for this piece right here. Yep, we got it. So we still have some broken pieces, but we need like an inverted mirror. That takes the going to one of those machines, breaking it, and getting the inverted mirror out of it. So we have 3 of those. Plus we have 3 of the crystallized heart damaged modules. I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with that. I want to do it the easy way. So the easy way would be going back to a pirate system. So let's go back into our galaxy map. And any system you've ever been to is going to have a circle around it. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let me see. So, you see this one that says, Amquazu 6, right up there, right above? It already has a circle around it. That means I've visited it. If I highlight it, it says, hey, visited, and it is a pirate system. You see, it has a skull on it. It has a skull for the combat and a skull right next to the economy. You see that little pocket watch looking thing? That's the economy, but it has a little tiny skull next to it. We know that because we've already been there, so we don't have any scanners or anything yet, but we've already been there, so we know that it is. I need to get some fuel in my hyperdrive. I forgot to do that, so let's back out and do that. I need to put some fuel in here. And the best part, again, this is why you want a Sentinel ship. I don't need warp cells. I don't need warp hypercores. I have radiant shards, and it only takes 1. Literally 1 shard goes to 100%. Absolutely reason number like 500 why I love these cool Sentinel ships. You just use shards like crazy. You have a ton of fuel if you have a whole bunch of these. So I will have a Sentinel ship, and I will stack up a whole bunch of these shards in there because you can use it for anything. Let me show you that as well. If I use my if I go into my pulse engine right here, radiant shards, beautiful. It is so good. Or you can use tritium if you have tritium. This is the normal pulse engine fuel right there. If I want to use my anti-gravity well, this is your launch thruster, radiant shards. It is insane, but it also uses pugnium as well. If you kill the sentinels, you'll get pugnium. But yeah, you can use radiant shards on everything. So just stack up. Go walk around the planet, stack up your radiant shards, and you are good to go, man. Look at that. It's insanely good. Way awesome. That's another reason why I absolutely love the Sentinel ships. You have to be used to that. You have to make sure you have your stacks ready to go. So that's a pirate system right here. Is this a pirate system over here? It has a skull next to it. It is! It says it's, wait a minute, it says it's dissident. So is it a dissident pirate system? Wait a minute. It's not a pirate system. It's conflict critical. That's not it. Okay, there's a mission there. Never mind. I was all excited like that's a pirate system. No, this one is over here though. We know that. So let's go here. And once you get into a pirate system, you can go into this space station and they will sell you most of the time. Not always, because every market is different. Every smuggler is different on this outlaw stations. But I would say 80 to 85% of the time, they will sell you at least one repair kit. So if you do that, you can repair anything you want, anything that's broken. And you can do that on broken ships. So it is a very big benefit to have a stack of those with you at all times. If anything breaks on your suit, you can use a repair kit to fix it. If you run into a crashed ship that's normal, it'll have a whole bunch of broken nodules. You can use the repair kit to fix that as well. So let's do this. So let's see if he has a repair kit on him. He does. He has 4 of them right here. So I'm going to buy 4 of them. It's going to cost me 363,000, but well worth it. And while we're here, let's buy some technology upgrades. Let's buy some arm upgrades. And we don't need a packet of goods. This is just random goods. We don't need to worry about that. So the big thing is we have our repair kits. We have 4 of them. I go into my multi-tool. This is the best part. 1 repair kit will fix 1 piece. So if this had 2 pieces, like right there, I'd need 2 repair kits. But this only has 1 right here, so we can repair by pressing X if you're on Xbox. That would be square if you're on PlayStation, and it applies 1 repair kit. And instead of using that inverted mirror, you use the repair kit, and it's fixed. Look at that. Easy peasy. I love this thing. So just, and it goes for anything. It doesn't matter what the broken material is needed. It doesn't matter what it is. It will repair 1 square. So keep that in mind. This 1 square will get 1 unit, 1 repair kit. So if I had multiples, I would need multiples. The other thing is, it only fixes broken material. So this is not broken. We just have not built our translator yet. If I try to use it here, it says, sorry, you can't use a repair kit because you've never even built this thing yet. So it's not broken, it's just not finished. That's the difference. It needs to be built first before you can repair it. So you can't use it to get around that scenario, which kind of sucks, but hey, you know what? It's understandable. Look at that. Now we have a nice clean square over here, so I can start moving stuff around. So this is our supercharged slot right there. I want to try to maximize this by putting my upgrades around it. For the what's it called? For the mining beam, you want to put the mining beam itself into the supercharged slot, because the supercharged slot will increase the stats that are available. If you put the actual item there, it will increase all of the stats. If you only put this one in, it'll just increase mining speed. That's it. So you're missing out on all the other attributes. Keep that in mind whenever you're putting a technology into supercharged slots. It will increase everything about it, but only the ones that it has. It can't increase, the mining efficiency. It only does the mining speed. It doesn't increase the fuel efficiency or the overheat or anything like that. It only increases whatever that says. So that's why you only want to put the good stuff, the things you want to improve, into that supercharged slot. So we need a weapon. We also need 2 more repair kits. That way we can fix these 2. And what I'm doing technically, I'm talking to you guys, but I'm also trying to wait. Because if you wait for a little while, this guy will refill his store. So look at that. We got 2 more. And now it's gone. So it only recharges over a certain amount of time. If I leave and come back, it's still gone, right? But if I sit around and I wait for like 5 or 10 minutes, it will totally refill. He will refill all of his store items. So you just gotta wait if you want to. This only happens really on pirate systems. If you go to a normal store, if you go to a trading outpost or anything like that, they generally won't refill as fast and it won't refill as often. On the pirate systems, they do, and it's pretty awesome. Let's put these over here. So I got my scanner upgrade over there. I'm gonna put these over here. I wonder if it'll be better like that. It'll probably be better like this. And actually, because I want the 2 mining beams touching, and I want everything else. So, in No Man's Sky, you don't want to put all your upgrades in a line like this, because it will give you a bonus. You see the green box around them. However, the bonus is applied how many sides they're touching. So this is literally touching 1 side, right? But if I move it like this, now I have 2 sides touching. So now this upgrade is having 2 different boosts because it has 2 different sides on it. If I throw another one, that's 3 different sides on it, because it has this one in the middle, has one on the left, one on the right, and one below it. Ideally, what you would do is you would do this. You would make a plus, because that one in the middle will get 4 different upgrades on it. It'll get 4 different boosts on it. However, it's not always going to work that way. Depending on what your inventory looks like, depending on the upgrades you have, it's all going to vary. It's all going to, change your stats. But this is the ideal setup. And again, if you have a supercharged slot, you want to use that. And so depending on where that is, you're gonna sacrifice the shape of your upgrades, but it will also give you a supercharge, so that will make up the difference. So there's a whole bunch of weird. You can get really down in you can really like go down a rabbit hole trying to figure out the best setup and like the best placement. Don't overthink it. Just try to get as much of a square as possible. That's all you really have to do. Get it into a square. Don't put it in a line if you can help it. Sometimes you have to. Like if on my exosuit, I only got 2 levels, so I gotta put it in a line like this. So I can't help it until I upgrade my inventory. I'm not gonna be able to do anything better on this. That's okay. That's fine. Why is that in a supercharged slot? Oh, no, it's just broken. Okay. I was like, why did that supercharged? Okay. Anyway, let's see what we got for our upgrades. So we got our arms. So this is going to be weapon upgrades. So we got a plasma launcher. I'm not going to use that. We got a scatter blaster. That's a good one. That's a shotgun, basically. And we got the blaze javelin. So I might go after the shotgun. The scatter blaster is a pretty good weapon. Well, we also got Sentinel upgrades. So these are only going to work in certain scenarios. I can't use them in here because I don't have any room. But these are for my suit. You can also get Sentinel weapon upgrades. Sentinel weapon upgrades only apply to the bolt caster. There's a lot of information hitting you at the same time. I know. Just, I'm trying to kind of give you an overview of a lot of Sentinel stuff because we're going to need it for later on. Let's see what we got for our just general technology. And we got a suspicious hyperdrive module. Let's see what we got for our hyperdrive. It is, put it in a normal slot. That one's okay. That's like an A class. So for a good hyperdrive, you want the range, but you also want warp efficiency. So you want something like this. An A class is going to have very low like end stuff. An S class will have plus 300 light year range and warp efficiency 100%. So you just increase your hyperdrive range for an S class, and then you want something higher than that on your black market. And yeah, it's just not that good. So we'll put that away. We got a whole bunch of upgrades in here. We have a infra knife module. We got scanner modules. Let's install these. So these will help us with our scans. So if I go in here and I use my scanner module for my upgrades, these will increase the price of everything you scan. So this is an amazing upgrade. Oh my God. I'm freaking out. This is better than an S-class upgrade. But you see it says Flora Analysis Rewards. So anytime I scan a plant, I'm getting plus 10,000 to the amount of money I make on it. So right now, if we scan a plant, they'll give us 500 bucks. Plus 10,000 means we're going to get something like 50,000. We're going to get $50,000 every time we scan a plant. And that's just for this one thing. Fauna reward is plus 10,000. Mineral reward plus 9,000. So I'm getting almost 10,000% more money for each item I scan. This is an amazing upgrade. This is one of the better upgrades you can get. And then we have this one. Oh, this is a very low level one. So you see the difference here. We had the same exact upgrade, but this one gives me 10,000% more. This one gives me 1,000% more. It's still more, so don't get me wrong. It's still going to give me way more money for everything I scan, but it's not as much. So that's the kind of the random dice roll you get for the black market upgrades. That's a huge difference. Kind of the good example of what you can expect. This is like a low level, like maybe a B level upgrade. And a C level upgrade will just give you like the scan radius, and that's it. It's really, really bad. We also have we have a neutron. Wait a minute. We have 2 neutron upgrades. Wait a minute. We also have mining beam upgrade. Well, let's put some mining beam upgrades in here. All right, so now that's the first thing you see. You see this red exclamation point? It means it's overloaded. You can only have 3 of the purchasable upgrades installed. You can build some, like I can build the advanced mining laser. I can build, other things. The things you build don't count towards your total. The things you buy and install, the purchasable upgrades, you're only allowed to have 3. And so, I can only have 3 of these. Mining speed 17, overheat downtime. So now I need to decide which one to break. Or to at least remove. And it looks like this is my lowest stat upgrade. It's either that one or this one. Let me see. So I can either go with mining speed or overheat downtime. I think mining speed is a better upgrade, so we'll get rid of this one. I'm going to destroy it. Done. And now everything works. If it's overloaded, that means none of them work. They all are disabled until you get rid of one. So if you install one and it's overloaded, like this, that means none of them are working. So keep that in mind. If you have it overloaded, none of them are working, and so you basically have no upgrades whatsoever until you get rid of one. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, now we have 3 good ones, and we have this trash right here, mining speed. We'll get rid of that one. Done. All right, dude. Our multi-tool is going to be kicking butt. Look at that thing. We have 3 mining beam upgrades that are really, really good. They're not the best I've seen, but they are around an S-class. So we have 3 S-class upgrades for our mining beam. We have 1 really amazing scanning upgrade and 1 okay scanning upgrade. We have a pulse engine module. Let's install that over here on our pulse engine. That is it's a decent one. We want 3 stats on there. And as you play the game, you're going to see which ones are good, which ones are bad. I would always recommend, when you're first starting out, install as many as you can, and even if you don't think it's a good one, keep it. Because you can always get an upgrade later on, and then do what we just did for our mining beam. If you install a new upgrade and you have too many, get rid of the one with the least amount of stats, and just slowly get your stats higher and higher and higher. And that's what we're doing here. Moving all this over here and make more room in my suit here. My God, we have so many upgrades here. It's crazy. We are definitely going to need to get some more room in our suit, because look at that. We have no room for upgrades. We have a whole bunch of suit upgrades in here. Plasma rifle we don't need. Oh, this is good. So mineral records, we can analyze it by pressing X if you're on Xbox, square if you're on PlayStation. And it just gave us nanites, I think. So what do you do with the things you don't want? Like, hey, look, I don't like this suspicious plasma launcher. I don't want to use that. I don't need that one. You can install it and delete it, because that will give you some materials. However, if you don't want to do that, you want nanites, come over here to the black market dealer over here. And just like a normal marketplace, like on the space station, you can buy upgrades from them, or you can sell. And if you sell, you will get nanites for this. So any upgrades you don't want, you can sell for nanites. Now, keep in mind, if it's an upgrade they already know, like these are random upgrades, and we have not opened them yet, so the stats are unknown, you're going to get the highest price, 300. But if it's something you've already opened, like for instance our hyperdrive upgrade, we already know it's a C-class. They're only going to give us 16 because they know what it is. They know the stats. They're like, hey, look, this is a trash upgrade. We're only going to give you 16 nanites for that. So it is in your benefit to not open one. If you don't know, or if you don't want to use one, or you don't care about it, don't open it, because it'll be the highest value if it's still random. Once you open it, it's not random anymore, and so you get the lowest price. You can't get anything really good for it. I'm going to sell that one off. We don't need that. We want to keep a jetpack upgrade. We need our water protection. Infraknife, I'm never going to use on my ship. This is a weapon for your ship. I don't prefer it, so that's why I'm going to get rid of mine. If you like the Infraknife, absolutely keep this thing. I'm going to get rid of mine because I don't use it. So we have uranium nozzles. This is a good jetpack upgrade, but again, we've already opened it. So they're giving us 19 nanites. We're going to keep that one because I think it's a good upgrade. Then we have a random C-class upgrade. Look at that. We're getting more for a random C-class upgrade than a known X-class upgrade, just because this one is better too. This jetpack upgrade has better stats than this C-class will have. But because it's known, they're only giving you 19. This one is giving me 58 because it's a random one still. There you go. And then we have our neutron cannon. We're going to... I don't know. I don't know if we're going to go with a neutron cannon. We might go with a neutron cannon because I love that thing. Or if we're going to go with the scatter blaster. So, you know what? We have 2 upgrades for the neutron cannon. We only have 1 upgrade for the scatter blaster. I'm going to go with the neutron cannon because we already have 2. We don't know what they are. We don't know how good they are, but we already have 2. So let's do that one. Blaze javelin upgrade? Are you kidding me? That's disgusting. It's a weapon I'm not going to use on my weapon, so I'm going to get rid of this blaze javelin upgrade. And then plasma launcher module. Again, we're not using a plasma launcher, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then these are exosuit fragments. I want to keep these because these are upgrades for your suit. So look at that. We sold a whole bunch. We got 3,000 nanites. Good Lord. So now we have enough if we want to buy some upgrades. So if you want to buy particular ones, like if you need a hyperdrive upgrade, they will sell you one. It's randomized still, but you know it's going to only be a hyperdrive upgrade. Pulse spitter, infra knife. Oh, well, let's get a scanner module. So that one's gone. Oh, we have a neutron cannon. Let's buy another one because that's what we're going to go with. Plasma launcher, nope. Blaze javelin, nope. Photon cannon. Actually, you know what? That's for our ship. We might get one of those. Life support upgrade. And that's all he has. So, we'll get a photon cannon module. So I would buy a life support module, but we don't have enough room in our suit, and I don't want to carry around an upgrade forever waiting for me to upgrade my suit. So we'll wait on that. So let's see what we got here. Photon cannon. We can install that. That's going to be over here next to our weapon. So look at that. That's a pretty decent one. It's not great, but it's decent. It's good enough. Let's do our pulse engine like this. Again, you want it to be a square. Actually, you know what? No, I take it back. Let's do this because we don't have any upgrades, any more upgrades for that. Let's do our scanner module. Let's see what we get for our scanner. Are you serious? We got 2 amazing upgrades out of here. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. So these are one of, not the best, but top 5% best upgrades you can get. Like, I think the best you can get is 11,000%, and we're already at 10,800, so we're up there. We are basically as close to perfect as you can possibly get. Like, it's really, really hard to get an 11,000. But 10,000, I'll take that. So we're going to get a lot of money. We need to go back to our base, you guys. We need to go back to our base right now. Let me show you why the scanning upgrades are totally worth it to get early on. You will get tons of money that way. Wait a minute, let's check our double check our thing here. Oh, neutron cannon, or our suit upgrade. All right, so we have upgrades ready to go. We just need to make room for them now. So let's do that. Oh yeah, we could sell some stuff. Like we could sell this thing, this whittled machine. So let's sell that. Let's get some money for that. Make more room in our inventory as well. So that's another reason why you would want to sell. Any items I want to sell? No, no, no. Nothing in there. Let's change over to our ship. No, 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 no. Whittled sewing machine. Yes, we'll sell that because it's only a tradable item. We can sell our pirate transponder. Again, you can turn this in at the Mercenaries Guild on a normal space station, and they will basically, you will increase your standing with them because you're murdering pirates. You're basically doing the universe a service by taking out the pirates. But I'll sell mine just because we'll get more later on. Sell that raw steak. Korvax casing, yes. Gravitino ball we don't need. And I think we're all good. So we are good. We'll put all this in our ship. So our inventory is kind of cleaned up. Let's go back to our base because let me go scan something and show you why the visor, the scanner upgrades, these things right here, illegal analysis visor upgrades are so good in No Man's Sky. So we're going to go back to my bases. So this is our first base, Jason base number 1. This is where I need to rename this one, but this is where our Sentinel ships are. So let's go down here. And you can also tell by, it says withered, answer to none, abundant, full. There we go, rocky planet. Let's go and scan some stuff. So I scanned a little bit, but I don't think I scanned any animals on this planet. So I can show you the big reason why. We're going to get so much money just by scanning stuff now that we have our scanner upgrades installed on our multi-tool. There we are. Now, if we look around, it's going to take a second for the animals to pop in. Come on. Well, we have some radiant shards. Let's go do that. And while we go, let's scan some plants so we can give you the basics. This is very low level stuff. So if I scan this plant right here. Actually, you know what? We'll do this. Do I have multiple plants? I have one here and one here. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off all of my upgrades. So you can see what I get if I just don't have any upgrades whatsoever. I'll show you the comparison. So all my scanner upgrades are gone. This is what you get normally if you scan a plant with no upgrades. I just got $500, right? I got $500 because I have a plain scanner with no upgrades. Let's install all of our upgrades in here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, good, good, good. And now let's scan this plant right here. It went from 500 to 70,000. Look at that. That is so good. Everything you scan now will make you more money for each one. So if I scan this animal, watch this. This is where the big money is. 370,000. I almost got $500,000 from scanning 2 different things. I got 440,000 for scanning 2 different things. So now is when it starts kicking in. Let me see, is there anything I can scan here? Probably that plane. Oh, that's a rock. So for a rock, I'm getting 48,000. 48,000 for a rock. 123,000 for that flying animal. So 100%. This is why you want to put upgrades on. 197,000. We're about to get $1 million for scanning some stuff on the planet. There we go. Boom. Scan that thing. 197. What did I get out of that? Something else. I don't even know. It's not even keeping track anymore. But we're up to 3 million. And I'm just scanning stuff. Anyway, that is why you want to get in here and start upgrading your stuff. We also have a mining beam upgrade. So, oh yeah, boom. Instantly. Let's start hitting some other stuff here. Plant. Basically gone. Boom, boom, boom. Rock. Done. Look at all this. And so now there is definitely a reason to start scanning stuff. This is not the best way to make money, but it is a really good... Are you being a jerk? This is a really good way to make money early because you don't have to do anything other than scan stuff. So it's very beneficial. Highly, highly recommend. Oh, yeah, we didn't get a weapon yet. I need to go get a weapon. So we're going to do that in the next episode. We're going to go get our neutron cannon, and we're going to go to town and take out some sentinels. So hopefully you guys liked the episode. If you did, hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time.